Hey everyone, thank you so much for coming back to my lecture series. It's how to make reading fun and educational for children with a mini series part 4 on how to help the child who hates books. Again, this section of the mini series is focusing on the child who hates the sight of books, the smell of books. They don't want anything to do with it. They don't want to open a book. So how do we get the child who has such an aversion to books or really just doesn't care about story time with the parent or with family and friends? How do we get them to the point where they want to read? That's what this little mini series is focusing on. For those of you who haven't had a chance to get to know me, my name is Liz Patton. I'm the owner and speech language pathologist at Healthy Speech Solutions. It's an online speech therapy practice designed to help children and adults in North Carolina and Florida. So, write grocery list together. It's not technically a book. You got me there. But it still has to do with literacy. It still has to do with the aspect is that you're writing shopping, you're writing list, you're writing milk, you're writing eggs, cheese, butter, you're writing your grocery list. And the child is next to you and the child sees that you're writing numbers. The child sees that you're writing words. The child sees you're trying to put sentences together. Here's technically not a sentence. But you get the idea. If you're writing, I have to go to the grocery store, and you're writing it down, the child will see a whole entire sentence. And then the child's going to be forced to read. But you're tricking them in a sense where they don't think you're pushing them to read because you're not reading a book, but you're integrating literacy in everyday things. That's forcing them to work on letter identification, word identification, sight words, recognizing numbers, recognizing. You wrote egg, you could say, hey, look, do we need one egg or do we need many eggs? And the child could say many eggs, and then you can add an S after the egg to show plurality. So there's ways that you can incorporate literacy without making it obvious that you're using a book. Cook and read recipes together, okay? What could be more fun? Hanging out with your child, you're maybe baking brownies, so now you got the benefit of them really wanting to have the brownie mix. You're like, stop eating that brownie mix. And they really want the brownie mix. And they're so excited over the brownie mix. They want to try the brownie mix. So why not use that as an opportunity to have them read the recipe with you? So like say you have to turn on the oven, like to say 350. Instead of just turning on the oven 350, put the recipe in front of the child and say, okay, what do we have to do first? Point to it, go, oh, number 1. Turn on the oven 350. So you're pointing to the sentence, you're talking about it, you're reading out loud what you're reading, and make it very obvious that you're looking at the recipe. So then the child's like, oh, what's mom or dad looking at? Because now they want to see what you're looking at because you're using that to make something fun. Brownie mix, which is something they absolutely really want to try to sneak a taste on when you're not looking. So they're excited about cooking. Why not have them be incorporated with literacy through reading a recipe? Let the child choose the book, okay? So there's different routes you can take. You can have like an entire shelf of books, like many books to the point where it's almost overwhelming. And then the child freezes. I don't know what to pick. That can be a little overwhelming for some children. Works for some children, maybe not for others, okay? You could just take out 3 books, 1, 2, 3. You can put up 3 books. You can put them in front of your child. You can say, do you want to read Garfield? Do you want to read Peppa Pig? Or do you want to read a book about maybe Aladdin or whatever interests the child? Transportation, dinosaurs. Give them a choice because you just picked out the books that you don't mind to read. You just picked up the books that you think the child might enjoy. You just picked up the books that you're thinking to yourself, I think it's age appropriate. I think my child might enjoy this. But the child is in charge here because the child was now given a choice of book to read as opposed to the parent has now just dictated what book they're going to read. So now the child has a sense of being in charge, which is a good thing. Next thing is play with the book. Who says you actually have to physically read the book? Okay. Press the buttons, if it makes noise, listen to the music, maybe you could start dancing around to the music. How much fun is that, So like you press it and you play music and go, oh, what are you doing? Are you dancing? Show me dancing, show me clapping, show me crawling, maybe get some verbs going on in there. But you're not using the book for what it's designed for. You're using it for something that could be fun because you're playing with it. You could be touching the textures, but not actually reading the pages. And then when you see the opportunity, maybe open the page, open the book, turn the page, maybe point to a picture in it and then go back to playing with it, Maybe the child really doesn't like trains. I don't like trains. So you're playing a game. You grab something like a toy stick or something like that, and you just have fun. We don't like the train. And then you pretend that like you're beating the picture, Who cares? You're doing something stupid. It doesn't have to have anything to do with the book, but it's something that it's fun, something that's entertaining. And the child, frankly, will probably think that's absolutely hysterical that there's a train and mom doesn't like trains in this scenario. And look, the mom has this stick and she's trying to smack the train. Not that I'm trying to promote violence, but it's just an example of how you can do anything you want to the book, act as silly as you want to the book, and doesn't have to have anything to do with the book because you're playing with the book. And that's what's going to get the child going, is because you're having fun and you're not putting emphasis on you have to read the book. So just go with it, whatever your heart desires, and have a good time with it. So I hope everyone has found my lecture series helpful so far. Please keep an eye out for, I think I have one, maybe two more left in the mini series. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me at liz@healthyspeechsolutions.com. Have a good day, you guys. Bye.